everybody. Welcome to Meet You at the Meeple.
Yeah.
I'm Jeremiah Isley, and this fellow is...
Alan Gerding. You're from Theology of Games.
I am from Theology of Games. You happen to be from...
Tuesday Night Games.
Tuesday Night Games.
Yeah.
There it is. So, this is episode 2, so people may not know exactly what this is. Let's fill them in super quick.
It's a pretty simple show.
It's a very simple show.
All you're going to do is you're going to teach a game.
I am. I'm going to teach
some
this
completely
game.
randos.
Random folks that we don't know at all.
Not a one.
Not a one.
Right.
And then after we're done teaching that game, you're going to teach a game.
To some other randos over here.
They're not even there yet.
No.
So it could be you if you drive really, really fast.
Right here in the very
Or
luxurious location of
the Malted
Meeple.
Meeple in Hudson, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
Or if they're watching after the fact, if they learn how to time travel, they could get here and sit in that seat.
That's true. We already have a crew that's pretty excited to play the game.
They
we got
are.
over
They're
here.
they're getting ready. They're in the bullpen. They're in the green room. They're in the...
I like green room.
Okay, we'll
Green
go with the
room's
green
good.
room.
Yeah. There's plenty of names for the room in which they're up in the batter. What's the warm-up place in baseball? I don't know watch enough.
That's
baseball.
that's on deck.
They're on
that's
deck.
being on deck.
They're on
Bullpen is
deck.
the pitcher.
There you go.
Anyway, why are we talking about sports?
I know board games, not baseball.
So, is there anything we need to update people on so far?
So last episode, we figured out
Yes.
that we are going to have some themes because coincidentally, we realized that you brought Between Two Cities
right,
and I brought Sushi Go.
Sushi Go, which both happen to be drafting games.
Yes, and we're like, oh, that sounds brilliant. We should have a theme to the show,
Have
to
a
the
theme.
episodes. So we always have in our back pocket in case we can't get any randos to play
Random
games.
people.
We have
that we don't know at all.
games in our back pocket.
That's right. But I don't think we need those this week.
No, we have enough randos.
We do.
I like saying randos this episode.
Randos. What's the rando count? I think we're up to 4 now, maybe
4.
5. Anyway, so what we're going to do is every week we'll have some sort of theme of game mechanic.
They
or
just
type
want to know
of
what
game.
this theme is.
And we haven't told them yet.
No,
have
no,
we?
we haven't.
Why don't you go ahead and tell them?
It's judge mechanics.
The judge mechanics.
yeah.
Ba-dun-dun.
Ba-dun.
Ba-dun-dun-dun.
I
forget
like
the
Law
I forget the
and Order.
voiceover from People's Court. You know what I'm talking about,
Yeah,
Judge
I do-
Wapner,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, I do know.
So
I'm more familiar with Law and Order, like I said.
yeah, I remember watching Judge Wapner when I was like that tall. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I'm going to be teaching Snake Oil, which is
Right.
it's the game of the month. Is that correct, Jim?
You want to
It
get
is-
in here, Jim? Let's introduce Jim.
Jim, come on in.
He's better looking than us. so
Welcome
might
to
as
the
well.
show, Jim. Jim is the proprietor of this fine establishment, the Malted Meeple. Jim, thanks for having us back again.
Our pleasure. And as you were saying, yes, Snake Oil is our game of the month for April. So it's a great game. You guys are going to have a lot of fun playing it.
Yeah.
I can't wait to teach these completely random people
We don't know.
Snake Oil.
That's right.
very
Yeah. So
soon.
the Malted Meeple, luxurious. Come in. You play the games. Come for the games, but usually stay for, I say, the milkshakes. You think,
milkshakes are
or the
fantastic.
draft beer, right? Yeah.
Which one? I'm trying to remember. Is it the Tuscan Terror? Is that the one with cayenne pepper?
It is, in fact. The Tuscan Terror is
I
dark
might-
chocolate and cayenne pepper.
I might have to indulge in one of those before the night is through.
It's got a kick.
It's been haunting me ever since we were here 2 weeks ago.
Well, and we actually have 3 whole new Star Wars
Oh.
milkshakes coming out in May.
You're
'cause it's
killing
Star
me.
Wars month again. That'll make 9 Star Wars milkshakes.
shouldn't they just all be Star Wars
They
month?
should, really.
I mean,
I agree. All 12 of them.
Why bother?
Speaking
right?
of Star Wars, I think you're going to enjoy the attire of some of our players tonight. Not sure if you can see
oh
Boba
yeah,
Fett
yeah.
sitting behind you.
That's true. That's
I'm
true.
excited.
Boba Fett's
These random people.
random people.
Right.
He made his way out of the Sarlacc pit.
All right. Hey,
So
Jim,
anyway,
thanks
Jim,
for letting us
thanks
use
for
your place.
joining us. Jim's going to be helping out tonight on
He's
camera.
also the man behind the scenes holding up
and
signs that
he's the
tells
one
us
that
if
told
the-
us
like
we had
audio's
sound
not working.
crapping out on us.
Whoops.
It was pretty ugly.
You ready to do your thing?
Let's do this. Let's start with game 1. I'm going to shift a camera, and we'll get things rolling. And
Should we introduce the people before we introduce the game?
Yes, let's do that.
Okay.
But here we're going to go and do this.
All right. Okay. You guys nervous?
Totally. Extremely nervous.
I'm going to Bob Barker you guys as much as possible. So don't feel shy if you need to grab the mic from my hands if I'm not putting it in your face. Don't be afraid to eat the mic, by the way.
All right.
I'll
Here
eat
we
the
go.
mic.
So we
Eat the mic.
we're over here with this table of totally random people that I've never met before in my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you introduce yourself?
I'm Matt.
Matt. And Matt, where are you from? Are you from around here?
I'm from around here, Cuyahoga Falls.
What kind of games do you normally play? What kind of games are you into?
Pretty much anything. A lot of worker placement games. Into the Star Wars games right now.
Right on, right on. Who's not into Star Wars games? I mean, you know,
Star Trek fans.
people that can't afford them. All right, and over here we have
Chris.
Chris. How you doing? What kind of games do you normally play? What's your gaming experience and your sweet spot?
Yeah, lately I've been playing a lot of Magic. Really.
MTG, as the kids call it on the streets.
CG. Cool. And again, well, we do know Peter because Peter was in the pilot, the very first episode.
That's only if people watch the show
So,
from the first
that's
episode.
true.
So,
So
he could just give a different name every
Let's
time.
introduce yourself.
So I may or may not have been here for those of you who haven't seen the show.
So not totally random because we met him one other time.
yeah,
just once.
Just once.
Just once.
Yes.
All right, so we are going to teach you snake oil. Snake oil is, as we said, a judge mechanic game, and the whole premise is that you guys are snake oil salesmen.
Ooh.
Now, back in the day, like I guess what, like 1800s,
Sure.
that type of time.
I think they've been around since
old-timey medieval times. Even.
Yeah, I think even in like the old bazaars and the
Folks-
agoras from Greek times, they probably
Right.
even had snake oil
snake
salesmen.
oil salesman that would sell some product that was a cure-all. It was the magical elixir that would make you beautiful. and-
I have no leg.
Well, sir, if you just drink my snake oil, I'll tell you what, that leg will grow back in 3 days flat.
Oh my!
And they would spend a lot of money, and by the time you realized your leg wasn't growing back, they were out of town. But so here's how this game works. We're gonna have each of you are gonna have 6 snake oil cards, we'll call them, and each of those has a different word on them. So you guys are gonna take turns being the judge, but in this case, we call you the customer. You're going to draw a customer, and you'll get to choose which side you want to use. There's a green side, there's a blue side. So like this one says executioner, and then flip that one, or what's it say? Protester. So you'll get to choose, hey, I'm the customer this time, and I am a protester, or I am a executioner. At that point, the other players at the table are going to pick. Now, the rules say that it should be 2 cards out of there. Some people house rule it and say as many or as little as you want. But I guess for now, we'll just stay with 2 cards. Are you cool with that, Alan?
Yeah, that sounds fine. 2 cards, play it straight. Not
So-
how I would play it, but this is your show. This is your half
This
of the
is
show,
my,
Jeremiah.
this is my portion.
Just do 2 cards.
But
like a wimp.
how about we put it to a vote? We'll let them
No,
judge.
No. 2
No.
cards is great.
All right, so 2 cards, and then you'll each have 30 seconds to pitch your product. So the more creative, the more imaginative, the more zany and wild you get with that, you pitch that to him, and you say, this is why you need this product, because you are so-and-so, and it is the best thing you will ever see, and that's what you want to buy and spend all your money on. Then Peter is going to pick which one of you won, which one of you had the best sales pitch, the best product, the best whatever it is, and then you will score a customer card. So the point is to score as many customer cards as you can, because those become your points. You'll play till each of you have had a turn being the customer, and then whoever has the most customer cards at the end of it wins. If there's a tie after that, then you just keep going till somebody wins and
Yeah.
has the most. So you guys cool? You guys caught all that? Any questions?
Does it have to be 2 cards, or we can play 1?
Let's just go with any cards you want.
He changed his mind. He's a
I'm
cool
changing
guy.
my mind. I'm a fair judge.
He's playing it loosey-goosey.
1 to 6 cards, and after you play those cards too, you'll just draw back up, so you'll always have 6 cards in your hand.
Senor Peter, what are you going to be, the executioner or the protester?
The executioner.
The executioner. So
Ah.
you guys have a chance here to look at what you've got in your hands.
And whoever wants to go first, just have at it.
So let's see what we got here. Are we able to see with our sneak cam?
You ready for it?
So
Just do it. Put it down and
all right,
pitch
here we
your-
go.
So you're an executioner, right? Yes. Okay. So what is your main course weapon besides an axe? A guillotine, maybe? Guillotine? Every executioner needs a guillotine, so you're gonna need a slide kit. The faster that blade goes down, knocks off that guy's head, the better it works.
It's a clean cut every time. All right, I like it.
Thank you.
It is. It is. It might even be necessary. All right, Chris, are you ready? Have you? All right, here
All
we
right,
go.
Chris,
Go for it.
what do you have for
I
me?
feel like every executioner needs a club. If you don't have a club, you're not really an executioner. So I really just think you need a club.
Huh. That seems very, very simple, yet, you know.
There's almost an elegance to how simple that is. So,
Yeah.
all right, so Peter, you've got the slide kit to improve your guillotine speed and efficiency, and you've got the club, which is it's historic and it's elegant in its design. Whose product would you choose in this case?
Well, I'm a little bit more of a modern executioner, I think, and so I want to go with the guillotine whenever possible. So I think the slide kit.
So you're going to
suit
purchase
my
a slide
benefit
kit for your
lot
guillotine.
more.
All right. So Matt wins that. And next up is going to be Chris. You'll get to choose rapper or hostage. So go ahead and take a second to do that. And while
make sure you
he's choosing,
draw back up to 6.
should we call over our other group
Yeah,
of
I'll give 'em
guys?
the high signs.
We're giving the high sign over here. They're not.
Gentlemen.
They're not looking at all.
Gentlemen playing Luch letter. You ready? Let's get on over here.
Awesome.
Bringing in the next table.
So we'll let you guys play. We're going to head over here and teach them Millionaire Banshee.
right. Do you want to adjust that camera?
Yeah, I do.
All right. Get rid of this. Have a seat, gents. I'm glad one of you's wearing a hat because your mind's about to be blown. So, this is the game Millionaire Banshee that I'm going to teach you. I'm going to give you the overview, then I'm going to tell you the contents, and then I'm going to tell you how to play. And then you're just going to start playing like crazy, and then we'll come back around.
Should we
check it
have
in.
our gentlemen introduce themselves so the viewers at home know
We
who's
will
playing
do that.
tonight?
Yes, absolutely. So, what is your name, sir?
Star Wars hat guy.
The Star Wars hat guy. Yeah, we'll go with that. No, it's Brett.
Brett?
Brett, nice to meet
Brett?
you, Brett.
Yeah.
What kind of games do you like to play? What's your gaming history? Give us a little bit of a background on Brett here.
A ton of Magic the Gathering back in the 90s.
MTG.
Whatever these guys want to play now, you know.
Hey, that's a good friend to have. Someone who's just
Right on.
willing to
Somebody that's
throw
willing
down.
to put anything on the table.
Yeah.
All right, next up, Star Wars shirt guy.
Which one? There's two. Ed.
Ed, and what kind of games do you typically play?
RPGs, pretty much
Nice.
anything on that wall behind me.
Have you played the
Awesome.
Star Wars RPG?
Yes.
You're,
D6,
you.
D20, you name it.
What about the Star Wars Rebellion that's going on? What is it called? The
That's the new
Age
one.
of.
Age of the Rebellion. That's the newest one. I have the books. Haven't played it yet, though.
Gotcha.
And what's your favorite Gilligan's Island episode?
Ugh, none of the above.
Okay.
All right. All right. To each their own. To each their own.
Next up,
So I'm Ben.
Ben, and type of games you normally put on the table.
We've been playing a lot of King of Tokyo. That's real fun.
King of Tokyo solid. Have you played King of New York yet? Outstanding. I love it so much better than Tokyo even. Yeah, so it just next level it. So, all right.
Ready to
I'm going
take
to turn
away?
this over to you.
You guys ready for this? It's going to be a good old time because this is basically a dating game. You're going to be presented
Yes.
with different individuals. Each one's going to have a perk, and they're going to have a quirk. The perk's supposed to be good. The quirk's supposed to be bad. Now, someone is going to be on the spotlight. This is going to be the judge in this game, the person that's going to date. And they're going to secretly choose if they're going to date or deny that individual. Then what the rest of you are going to do is you're going to try to predict what this individual said, if they said date or deny. And you get to state your case and why you chose date or deny. And in this way, what's really bizarre about this game is you end up getting to know each other. You ready to
In a
find out?
weird, creepy kind of way.
In a weird, creepy kind of way. It's actually pretty revealing. All right, so let's find out what's in the box. So, Millionaire Banshee. Gonna open this up, and it's pretty simple because all it is cards. Thank you, sir.
Cards.
So you've got the perk deck. Sure, you can do that. Then you got the quirk deck. Then each one of you is going to go ahead and take a date card. Bam, bam, bam. And then you're also going to take a deny card. You mind hitting them up with the denies? It's underneath the dates. I'd be a horrible one-handed person. I'm realizing this now, right? Now, truth be told, I took out the mature card so that this shows family-friendly, or at least more family-friendly. But if you want, there's mature cards from when we're not filming, right? The mature cards have more of a sexual content to them, so we're not going to do that at first. Here's the way it's going to go. Who wants to go first? Who wants to see if they're on the date first?
All right, it's Brett, the
Brett.
Star Wars hat guy.
You ready, Brett?
All right, here we go.
This is the way it's going to work. Brett, this is the quirk of the individual that you're going to date. But before we do this, we need to come up with an operational definition of what date means. Because date can mean a whole bunch of things.
Right, date could be like one date,
coffee,
whatever. So
could be a dinner. It could be you're in a
6 months
relationship.
of a relationship.
So why don't we go with that? I like that.
6 months.
6 months of a relationship, which
So you
may or
have
may
to
not
be with
lead.
this person for 6 months.
Yes, yes.
It could go on from there, or it could end.
It
from
could
there.
stop. And when we say 6 months, on a regular basis, none of this like catfishing, we're dating, but you're not
Long
really.
distance.
None of this garbage. You're seeing this
Facebook
person
messaging.
almost every night, every day, at least four times a week.
Right.
At least 4 times a week. It's that intense. Is that fair? All right.
So we've laid that groundwork.
All right, Brett, you ready for your first option? So we're going to take the top card of the quirk. This is an individual. They're in a band. And here it gives you nice little pointers, bullet points. So they're frequently on tour in the recording studio. And the bandmates crash on your couch. Their obsessed fans constantly are trying to sleep with them. So this is the quirk. That's not so good, right? They're in a band. They're traveling. They're
People
recording.
on the couch all the
People
time.
on the couch.
Trying to
So why would you ever say yes to someone who's in a band? Because here's the perk. They are a super hacker. They can hack into any computer. They'll never hack into your devices, though. They'll take any request that you could possibly come up with, any request, and they'll never get caught. Because this isn't just some schmo hacker. This is a super hacker.
Super hacker.
Now, what you want to do, Brett,
Like NSA level.
you're going to want to
hacking.
secretly take these 2 cards and choose one of them and put it face down as your choice. In the meantime, the rest of you gents are going to do the same thing. Do you think Brett is going to date or deny? And don't make it obvious. You want to mix those up a little bit. Yeah, put them down.
There you go. There you go.
Nice. And then just put the one down there. All right.
I saw what it was.
You did.
I saw what
I
it
did not. He was too quick for me. Brett's a fast man. It's all that Magic the Gathering.
Right.
Right? All right. Let's go around the table
right.
and reveal what
So-
you said.
Give me your name again. Ed, what did you say and why?
I'm going to go with he's going to deny. He's going to deny, and it's just because of the band thing. It's just a juxtaposition between the two there that I think he's just going to – it's too far along the spectrum that I don't think it's for him.
All right, so you chose
Deny. All
You
right.
chose deny. And
your name again, sir?
Ben,
Ben.
Ben. And what did you choose for Brett?
he's going to deny.
Deny.
Why?
2 denies.
Brett's a super hacker himself. He doesn't need
Oh.
to marry one.
So
we get to know more things.
I
about
need
the
to talk
individuals
with
playing.
this guy
Yeah.
after the show.
We need more hits on this video.
Right?
Can you somehow get us more hits on this show? Make it instantly popular? That would be great.
Yeah, I'd love that.
So now the big reveal.
The big
Brett,
reveal is
what did you choose and why?
I chose deny
Woo!
because regardless, and I don't care if he's uncatchable, this is going to end up in jail one way or the other.
All right.
Alrighty
there
then.
we go. So what we're going to do then is they get a point. What I've done in the past is generically, instead of having to write down the points, just give someone a card. It doesn't matter what card, but now you just have a
So
card.
now you've got cards to keep
If you run out of
points,
cards, you
keep
just
score.
grab some from there.
All
and
right.
now so on and so forth. You go ahead, you grab the
You'll
perk
grab a
and the
card.
quirk, read it to everyone, and explain. You guys got this?
All right, while you guys
We'll
doing
check
that,
back in.
We're going to swing back over here,
All right.
and I'm going to switch our camera again. it's just you.
All right, this is really cool. This is
All
what
right.
I'm seeing right now.
What's happening over here?
I see pro wrestler on the table,
Yeah,
and I see John here just threw down mask.
this is Matt.
Matt, I'm so sorry.
That's
I'm
all right.
sorry. I'm horrible with names. I don't even
Threw
know
down
my own.
mask. All right.
As a pro wrestler, it's really important that you are trying to win whatever title it is. Okay, so whether it could be the World Heavyweight Championship or the the WrestleMania thing. Okay,
He's really building this
All
up for
right?
you.
The pro wrestler in you needs the highest prize in any professional wrestling sporting event. You need the belt. The
Whoa.
belt.
I got to choose between the mask and the belt.
I mean, I feel like I need the mask to get the belt, but I just need the belt, so I'm gonna go with the belt.
Nice.
Boom, there
Good
it
choice.
goes. All right.
There it is. So if we could interrupt you guys for a
Yeah,
minute.
stop playing, guys.
Initial
Look,
thoughts.
woo!
Whoa,
Look at this over
guy.
here.
He's loaded up over
Boba Fett
here.
has 3. 2.
2 over here.
Where are yours?
Nothing.
You got to work
Got
on your
nothing.
sales skills,
I mean-
man. Nothing? No? Okay.
Oh,
Not
wow.
hiding anything?
Okay.
All right, so initial thoughts. What do you guys think of the game? Is this something you guys would normally play or something you could bring out?
Yeah, definitely. I think I'd play it. I think it'd be a lot more fun with more than 3 people. Give more options, more to pick from. But definitely, I definitely play it.
I've never played a game as small as 3 people, so I can hear that.
Yeah, it plays up to 10. Is that right?
You know what? I played it with.
but I could see it
a ton.
not mattering.
Right. The
As
thing
long
is,
as there's enough cards.
the more players, there's definitely enough cards. Because if you see what's in the box, so many cards.
Right.
It's ridiculous. But the problem is, once you get after so many players, it's chaotic, and you got to wait a long time for everyone to
Right,
get the pitch.
right.
People start arguing across the table. I would say 8's a pretty solid number. Sweet spot, it's like 5.
Yeah.
5's a solid number.
Yeah, enough to be creative and enough
Yeah.
options coming out.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
any other thoughts from you guys?
I feel like there should be a discard rule. I should be allowed to discard my whole hand and draw back up.
Okay.
I agree. A lot of people do that because you get basically crap cards in your hand you don't know what to do with, and you end up just throwing down a whole bunch of bad sales cards just to get rid of the cards.
That makes
I will
sense.
admit this. I have done a house rule where in between turns you can turn in as many cards as you want. We've also done cutthroat version, which is you can turn in any 2 cards anytime you want, but you only get 1 back. That's
Ooh.
cutthroat.
Cutthroat.
Oh, my.
Cutthroat snake
Crazy.
oil.
And you, sir, Peter.
Thoughts?
So I like how the aspect of the game is very reminiscent of the classic apples to apples in that like you have like something like that is kind of your goal that you're trying to think about like something like what would be something good for a hunter, or
Sure,
something like that.
right.
And you try and come up with the associations in your cards that are the best. And it kind of adds a little bit of, hilarity to the game in that you're creating something very, very abstract, very different, So
Right.
it's not just associating a word or a person or something with a verb, or, whatever. It's, you're actually trying to, like, sell something, like the selling aspect of the game of, like you have this product, you're trying to sell it to somebody. That sold me on this
Cool.
game. It was
Very cool. Yeah, it seems like it's a much more creative, thought-provoking type of game than just apples to apples.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's a funny word association.
Right.
This is, here's why you need it. This is blah, blah, blah. Like,
Right.
sell, thing. So, yeah, I think it looks like a lot of fun.
Very cool. I think it's one of those harmless games that
Yes.
you get. It'll hit the table a lot of times.
Holidays with family
Of course.
and lighter situations like that, for
You're always
sure.
going to get some people that won't want to play it, but when you get enough people that do want to play it, it's really
Right.
quick to teach,
You just
obviously, and
unload
really
and-
quick to
and
play.
have fun with it.
Hey, guys. Thanks for playing.
Yeah. You guys can continue playing, but we're going to go over here and talk.
Check out what's going on
and
with the
then
other
we'll
team.
wrap up the show very
Yeah.
soon. So here we go. Gentlemen,
Yes.
we're back. How's things going?
Good.
So we came in just on the tail end of this round.
All right.
All
So
right.
let me check who you're dating. They own a moon colony,
Whoa.
which is pretty amazing.
Is that the perk or is that the quirk?
That's the perk.
That's the perk, okay.
Perk. It's a colony that is, of course, safe to live in, supplied with food and entertainment, and only people you like live there.
Oh,
You have access to a.
This is amazing.
Wow. Well, you got to date this person, I think, to get access to the moon colony.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Okay,
Okay,
all right.
here's the
so
quirk.
here's the quirk. What's the quirk, Jeremiah?
They are on the run.
Oh, what a neat combo.
Police are after them. They robbed the bank. They used money to pay parents' debt, always moving from place to place, often disguised.
Oh, so
So-
they're moving from place to place.
They
Never there.
Right, so you
Never
can be up
there.
on the moon.
My own moon base with all the food and entertainment I possibly could ever want, and I don't have to deal with them.
So you're saying you might actually go longer than 6 months in a relationship with this person.
Yeah, because I probably wouldn't see him for 6 months at a time.
That's
the
fair
perfect
enough.
relationship.
Fair enough. All right, guys.
Wow.
So if we could interrupt. Check us out on YouTube. All right.
Right. Let's get some responses.
So yeah, if we could interrupt for a second. Thoughts on the game? What do you
Yeah,
guys?
take the mic.
Yeah.
It's actually entertaining. It's a nice concept to a game, and it's the randomness of it and just the total weirdness is actually makes it a pretty enjoyable game. And I think with a larger group, it actually would make it even more fun. Like
Yeah.
the more we have, the better it'll be.
Yeah.
No, I enjoyed it. It's funny. There's a lot of opportunity to create weird reasons why the person would stay or why not. I mean, Moon Colony had me at Moon Colony.
What about you, Brett?
I like it. With the sheer number of cards, the likelihood of you getting the same set more than once is going to be pretty rare, and it's quick and it's funny. It's like Cards Against Humanity without being insulting. I don't know. It's a fun game.
Cool.
I agree. Let me tell you one thing. The reason I like it really quick is to
Yeah.
self-indulge.
Right.
So
do
a lot
it.
of judge mechanics, and not to bash Snake Oil, can be a popularity contest. Like in Snake Oil, another judge, even like Cards Against Humanity, you're really competing against the other person. But in this one, you're judging on something that no other player had control of, and everyone else is just bidding, basically guessing on what you said.
Yeah.
So it's
they're
not
just
as
deciding
cutthroat.
what your decision is.
Right.
So it's almost a reversal of the judge mechanic.
Right. The judge is only judging the game, and then everyone else is trying to predict
Yeah.
what they judged. Judge
Yeah.
games.
And the cards are just bizarre and out there. So
Yeah.
that makes it really interesting. These really kind of fantastical places and things and perks and stuff. And
Right.
also the quirks are pretty out there too. So
How do you win?
So you decide when the game ends. Traditionally, you decide after so many rounds, or you can say the first player to so many cards. So it's totally up to you as the players. Yeah, create
yeah,
your
you
own.
can kind of create your own length for it. You can make it as shorter as long as you
Right.
want.
My recommendation for you guys right now is, since it got back to you, Brett, finish the round out and see who has the most cards. Sound good?
Cool.
Sounds like a
All right.
plan.
Enjoy,
All
guys.
right, we'll come back. So,
I think we've successfully completed yet another episode.
this
of
one
Me
was
Too After
quick.
Meeple.
Judge mechanic games, that's one of the appeals to them.
They
Is you
have a
get
very-
in and you get going.
Very quick learning curve
Yeah.
and very interactive. So
Right.
that's more of where the gameplay comes in, is just people interacting between
Yeah.
each other.
It's light, it's social, which is the complaint again. Some people may say if they're really introverted and they
Yeah.
don't feel like talking.
Right. I just want to move pieces of cardboard and wood and
Right.
bits and stuff. But
Yeah.
these are both very fun, very light games.
Right.
That are great for big groups. Like I said,
Yeah.
family gatherings, holiday gatherings, that kind of
yeah.
thing.
Let me
So-
ask you, Jeremiah.
Yeah.
I know we shouldn't ask each other because we're
Right.
Snake Oil versus Billionaire Banshee. You haven't played either one of these, right?
I haven't actually sat down.
I
and
just
played
outed
a
you as
full
not
game
playing
of
them.
either of these.
Right.
Man, that's a tough question.
Yeah.
I think Snake Oil may be better in a certain type of crowd,
I agree.
because you have to be able to think creatively and critically and
Right.
just kind of run at the mouth at certain things, and that may not hit on every level.
For instance, kids.
Right.
You don't want to be asking your kid,
Right. My
would
kid's
you date
not
this
gonna
person?
be- well,
Right.
right.
You don't want to do that with
Yeah.
Billionaire Banshee. With
So,
Snake Oil.
Snake Oil, you could do that. So,
Right.
So it just depends on the crowd that you're
Yeah.
looking to play with.
Yeah.
But I think both of them stand on their own very, very well.
I own both of them.
There you
I
go.
love them both.
I will probably own both of them very soon.
Nice. Cheers to that.
Yeah. So, Yeah, that's all we've got. This was
That's
a
great.
a quick, fun episode.
I'm looking forward to our Eiffel Tower at the end.
Yes.
Uh,
Just thanks to everybody who watched tonight.
Yeah.
Thanks to those who are watching after the fact. By all means, come out every other Wednesday or
Thursday.
every Thursday.
Thursday.
Today's Thursday.
That's how new we are
Which
at
puts
this.
us into May. Is that correct?
Yeah.
For the next one. So the first Thursday in May, we'll be here at the Malted Meeple. You can check us out. Where can people find you online if they want to know more about the Alan Gerding?
Well, you can friend request me on Facebook because I'm really lonely and will accept anyone's friend request. I'm Alan Gerding, ALANGER, Ding, DING, and I'm on the tweets as well,
The
at
tweets.
Alan Gerding.
There it is.
How about you, sir? How do they find you?
You can find me, just the best way to do it is go to theologyofgames.com, and on the sidebar we have like a lineup of 17, or maybe it's not 17, but a lot of little social links. You can find our Twitter address, my Twitter
Click.
account,
Click.
our Facebook page,
Clicky click.
our Pinterest page,
Click.
our Instagram page,
Click.
all of those.
My mouse just exploded.
Yeah, so we're everywhere. Just go to theologyofgames.com.
What-
That's the best place
What
to
if
find
I don't
us.
have hands and I just have ears? What should I do then?
Oh, if you want to, I don't know how you would do this, but you can manipulate your phone with your nose to find my podcast. That's how I roll.
Nice.
Or the Theology of Games podcast,
They're good.
which is about a monthly-ish
Right.
podcast. That's how I roll, is at least one or twice a week
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
we do that episode. And you as well do your own podcast.
I do.
Yeah.
The Tuesday Night Podcast. Find us on SoundCloud or iTunes.
iTunes and all
Just
that fun
Google
stuff.
Tuesday Night Podcast, or
You'll
find
come
us
up
on
with it.
Tuesday Night Games, spelled with a K. Night with like a
Forsooth
sword and
and
shield.
verily and-
Forsooth, verily. Yeah, you got
Yeah,
it.
right.
Hey, man. You know what I'm excited about?
What are you excited about?
2 weeks from now. 'Cause
2 weeks from now.
You know what we're gonna do 2 weeks from now?
2 weeks from now, we're going to
Yeah.
meet you at the Meeple. Eiffel Tower.
Ah, I love
We'll
it.
see you later,
Thanks,
guys.
guys. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.